I stumbled on a video by Olaide Oyedeji, where she talked about the need for women, and for me, it's not just women, the need for men and women to be mindful of who they make babies with. I read some comments, from that post on a particular blog. I don't want to mention the name of the blog, and I was appalled by some comments made by people saying things like, "Oh, Olaide Oyedeji, she's a single mother of 4 children," and some people went as far as saying "Omo Mary, Baba Meta," and stuff like that and all that. See, you may not like the messenger. You don't really have to like the messenger, but it doesn't take away the message itself. It doesn't dull the message. She made 2 salient points in her video, which I would like to buttress on. But listen, I would like you to listen to her first.
For that man, make findings, get your facts right. If not, you are going to give birth for a man that is nonchalant, that will forget your child's birthday. They're not going to even call. You don't understand what I'm saying? We have to do better from this point on.
Yes. She made a statement from that first video. She said, be mindful of who you make babies with. Do your findings and make effort to choose right, to make the right choice. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong, really. You understand? Everyone's in a hurry to tie the knot. Everyone is in a hurry to get into a relationship. Everyone is without even doing our findings. And I don't see anything wrong with what she said. It's just an advice from someone who's been there, done that, and she's just simply advising people, be mindful of who you make babies with. That is very, very important. It doesn't take away, the fact that you don't like the the messenger doesn't take away the fact of the message. That's the truth of the matter. And there's also one other point there's also a point that I want to make. See, you can be a very good person and make very bad choices. I have seen very good people, men, women, first marriage, second marriage. Do you understand? Because why? We live in a world where people pretend, especially when they know that you're a very good person, you're a very nice person, or you're just naive. And you know how the way some people just fall in love, they just innocently fall in love. They are very expressive. They want to give you all of their heart. They want to, they don't hold back. So some people are just wired that way. So when I read comments from people saying things like 4 children, 3 fathers, and all that, Baba Meta, Omo Mary, and it does not mean the person is a bad person. And that is what and that's what I have observed that a lot of us do. Rather than listen attentively, pay rapt attention to what she's saying, we would rather just attack the messenger. Once we don't like the messenger, the message makes no sense to us. Listen to our second video.
Better, The father of your child will want you to fail on the child. You can imagine how delusional that is, right? They want you to make a mistake so they can laugh you. We have to do better for the type of man you are going to open your flag for.
And that takes me to the second video. We all heard what she said. That some men would want their ex-wife, the mother of their children, to fail just because they stopped loving the woman. And by extension, the mother of their children. And it just beats me that a man would hate a woman so much, the mother of children so much, that he would extend that hatred to his own children. Forgetting that whatever affects your ex-wife, the mother of your children, will also affect your children. That, for me, it's completely demonic and delusional. And that's why she made that point earlier on, that you should be mindful of who you make babies with. I've had women come up to me and say they want to be match made, and when I ask them, you have kids by your ex-husband? Yes. And what's the relationship between your ex-husband and the children? And they tell me, oh, the guy doesn't call, even when the children try to connect with him, or daddy does a check up on the father doesn't make effort to connect with the children. Even when the children even make effort, the father cuts them off. He will not call on their birthdays. He will not send money. He will not. He has moved on simply because he hates the woman. And so he has extended that hatred to the children, forgetting that he's going to grow old. And there will be a time he will be very weak. He won't be able to do things for himself. And that's when he will now start thinking, oh, how can I reconnect with my children? Or how can I make peace with my children? Or how can I... That's the when you'll be looking... Do you understand? That's when you'll be looking for how the children will be useful to you in your old age, when you were not even there for them. That's the point Olaide was trying to make in that video. But when I read those appalling comments, I just shook my head at no. I mean, people don't just get it. And they will never get it with that level of mother of 4 children to 3 different fathers. No, that's not the message she's trying to convey. The message she's trying to convey is that be mindful of who you make babies with. That's number 1. Second message, that some men, women, ex-husband, ex-wives, they cut off from you. They hate you so much that they don't want you to make any progress with you, anything meaningful with your own life. That's the point she's trying to make from those videos. Thank you, guys.